Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac,
Wow, we're back.
drawing pictures and playing with his toys.
That was a long
his mom
time.
watched
How is
TV
everyone?
broadcasts.
How were they in the 5 minutes or so?
Life was simple, and they were both
Hope we all made it through
That was until the day
just fine.
Isaac's mom
Okay, so as you know, we are slowly but surely, and I do mean real slowly, working through to getting 100% in the Binding of Isaac Repentance, which is, I just assume, my penance for existing. I don't know. We don't have a lot of time today, so I thought we'd just do some greed mode. Am I a boy pro? That's a good question. It depends on what you... That's such a good item, and it's so wasted on you. It depends on what you determine as a pro. Will we probably be successful at all in greed mode with the Lost? Probably not. Can we hold our own? Yes. Yeah. Do I have way too much knowledge about the game? Also, yes. Let's reroll that. It's an interesting possibility, but I think we continue to reroll. We enjoy roguelikes every once in a while. I mean, obviously, if you're seeing us playing Amnesia Rebirth, we're not exactly a follows the book on how to stream only one game and get popular. We're kind of a variety streamer. So we just kind of, we do strategy games, we do roguelikes, we do indie games, we do whatever I feel like. Them's the breaks. I think I beat the vanilla game once or twice and I was done after that. That was me for a while. Plus the Wrath of the Lamb. I remember the Flash game. So we were here since the beginning, but how new is this expansion? It came out, it's been a year, right? It had to have been a year. It couldn't have come out this year. Please don't tell me it came out this year. It may have come out this year. Sorry, time's passing me by. 1 second. Binding of Isaac Repentance. When did it come out? Oh, thank God it was last year. Alright. Yeah, it came out last year as the quote-unquote final DLC, and they added, no joke, 19 characters. Which are essentially alternate versions of all the other characters. We're not on them yet, because you have to get 100%, you need to complete all the post-it notes for every character. And so I thought we'd do the regular characters first. But we're getting there. I mean, we must be if we're already talking about the Lost here. But yeah, I know way too much about the items. I know way too much about the game. And I know way too much to not be better at the game than I am, right? Greed mode is just kind of a horde mode that goes through a bunch of horde mode levels. You can buy stuff, you get a few free items, and you try to make your way to the bottom. It's, it's pretty simple. The Lost can take literally it can take 1 point of damage per room. Period. That's it. Its existence is pain for everybody in this game. That was my one hit I was allowed. For those keeping track at home. There's still the regular runs, which, I mean, if this one doesn't go well, we might as well try a regular run. Sacrificial Dagger seems risky, considering we can't touch anything. Guppy's Collar's fine. We could try to get conjoined with multiple of you. What do we have here? Lump of Coal, right? That's good damage. Lump of Coal gives you damage up Based on how far your tier travels for in the game. Temperance. That'll kill me, so probably not. So all these hearts are worthless to you? Yeah, we'll do this and then we'll do a completely normal, like a Lazarus run or something. As a more traditional one. It's just a damage up plus luck. It's not bad. That counts, right? That counts as conjoined. Okay, that's fine. And now we... Does this touch us? It does. Okay, never mind. But yes, all those hearts completely worthless. Any amount of hearts completely worthless. It's, what's the word? Extremely annoying. But it's where we're at. I can't open them. That's mean. Alright, I think we'll be all set, right? We don't have homing or anything, but we've got damage up twice. I think we're fine. The rough part is just big bosses that have a lot of health means at literally any time the run could just be over because you've got to play perfect. And some of the bosses don't really play fair. They kind of are either semi-random, completely random, or they've just got the most health you've ever seen. Outside of a JRPG final secret boss. Like Ruby weapon level. That's fine because that is the... Oh yeah, that's the last... Okay, so we're good there. Go out, reset our holy mantle. Try to remember if this is Lusty Blood or Bloody Lust. They're inverts of each other. I say we go for it. Yep. I was correct. Cool. But yeah, you've essentially just got to play to whatever character strengths you are. Unfortunately for the Lost, he doesn't have any. Not necessarily true, but it's close enough, right? He can fly. He's got Ouija board tiers, so he can go through things. That's about where it starts and ends for him. So we get extra damage or something to make up for his health. You're a funny guy, Ricky. I like you. But unfortunately, no. Nope. Lost was originally made as like a joke character. He's a little more serious now. I'm gonna reroll this to see if we get something better. A double room. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So he's got a little nuance to him, but not a lot of nuance. There's definitely characters that have really interesting trade-offs. This is just not one of them. That's a Tears upgrade as well, right? It sure is. Cool. Now we look like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, too. Added bonus. God, if a single character ever needed subtitles, that was it. I don't know if I need that. We definitely don't need that. That's a range upgrade. That's a range upgrade. That's useless. That will take us right to the womb. That delightful puckering butthole there. I'm gonna pop these pills, because they don't really matter to me. Let's range up. Alright. Let's roll. Oh god, this thing is actually gonna ruin me. Oh, we survived because of Guppy's collar. Well, that was very nice of... Okay. That means we can kind of redo here a little bit. Okay. Reroll there did not do anything. That's fine. We're okay with that. What does this give us, though? That... I don't even know. Oh, yeah, that one's okay. Protects us and spawns spiders for us. There's so many items in this game, it's... I mean, it is legitimately, like... completely useless for us to even try, sometimes. We got a good build. It at this point is just going to come down to, hey, can we survive the final boss? And the answer is the answer is usually no. But hey, stranger things have happened. Is that still Peep though? That's not. Yeah, that's still Peep. I think. I'm actually kind of scared, because if it's not Peep, we're screwed, and he's going to shoot lasers at us. Alright. Good enough. Keep it up. That does not bode well. I again don't know if that's Peep or Bloat. It's Bloat. Well, maybe we won't get Bloat this time. We keep on getting really lucky with Guppy's collar. I don't know how often that'll... Oh, we did not get lucky with Bloat. Alright, we've been bailed out twice with a 50% chance. It either happens or it doesn't. Empty crown. Does empty crown work with us? Because we don't have red hearts. Nope, doesn't look like it. Great. Cool. Oh boy. Well, continuing on. 4th floor out of 6 plus the boss. That's a damage upgrade, which is pretty tempting. Okay. So this gives us a shield for like 30 seconds or something, which gives us kind of free reign to go wild. That was a health upgrade we rerolled. Shocker. It was the heart. All these resources you can't use? Yeah, it's the lost experience. TM. Anyways, the rune we got is super good. Oh god. You'd think it's a cursed character, but then I show you the alternate version of the Lost that they created, which usually doesn't have Holy Mantle. It actually does have some good trade-offs in this case, but oh boy. I'm terrified of doing it. This is something I promised the viewers, like, as soon as Repentance came out. It's been a year and a half. In terms of achievements, we are 60% of the way through, I think. Maybe a little bit more. That's annoying. Oh my god, I am actually going to get hit. There we go. Anyways. But the problem is the last 40% is super spooky for the most part. So, I don't know. It's kind of a pipe dream that we go through every once in a while and just relax with. This I do find relaxing because I'm a psychopath, but that is glaucoma. Nope, it's Kane's other eye. I don't know what I'm talking about at all, dude. Too many eyes. And I would know. Bloodborne's one of my favorite games. I know all about Too Many Eyes. I don't know what hit me. Permadeath makes you the opposite of relaxed. Yeah, I mean, you know, for me it's either it happens or it doesn't, right? A little 50-50. Alright, that wasn't a bad run, especially considering half the time we go. So yeah, we've got all these post-it notes completed, we've done everything. The closest character... Then there's the Lost. But for now, it's Lazarus. It's Lazarus time. And we'll do like a whole regular run. So Laz's whole thing is he can die. That's his superpower. That's it. He can die and be reborn. Just like the Lazarus of old. Or the Ra's al Ghul for the Batman inclined. Nope, can't grab that. That is not a good item. Unless you're going for extreme cheese. The remote, by the way, back there, when you click it, it completely changes your character. So you could like click it in the hopes that you get a really, like, if you're at the final boss of something, you can click it in the hopes that you get a character that you're really bad with right at the end, so it counts it as a completion for them, but doesn't feel the same. He do have 2 lives. His more powerful half bleeds constantly and has increased damage to the point where getting hit early with Laz is, to me, completely fine because it unlocks the better half of the character. But the extra life also helps, so it's a toss-up. We kind of want to make the decision before we have any health upgrades, because then we can essentially Oh yeah, what's this pill do? Speed down. Great. Thank you so much for that. Delightful. But yeah, as soon as we get a health power-up, we essentially kind of figure out what we want to do with the character. If we want to chill out with an extra life, or if we want to immediately go to better Lazarus. That, for example, doesn't matter at all. On we go. Why did I get flies? Is that something new? Unsure. Only problem with trying to complete Lazarus now is that the only thing left on his post-it note is... let's see if we can thread the needle here. Perfect. Health down. Alright, that has actually made the decision for me. Oh, no, that still made the decision for me. Objectively, if you're trying to take any lessons from me, don't actually pop pills willy-nilly. I just do it because, you know, content. And sometimes it works. So, we only have 2 health now, so we might as well essentially just go straight for, Laz Senior. So we're gonna just die here. And now we're better Laz. And I just got hit with something, and now we're gonna... Oh no. I might actually have to start over, because we got hit with something there. Yeah, okay. It's gonna kill me. It's fine. You didn't see any of that. It's completely fine. We're such a pro. As you can see from here... nothing happened. But you see the stat boost? It's absolutely nutty. That's what you kind of want, right? It speeds up legitimately everything. Was it a Vicho technique? Wow, this is going to be a weird run. Don't mind us. Could legitimately go extremely well if we have the stuff for it. Wow. Okay. Nightlight's not bad. Is it always a range down pill? Is that just what they give us? Like, here. Your range is, in fact, too good. Please chill out. That's fine. Yeah. Ludovico is interesting just because of all the synergies it can have. Oh, sad. Yeah, I'd say that's worth a bomb. For key, now there's 2 key. Alright. Tears Up is great right now. Perfect. So you might think Tears upgrades don't matter when you've got just a... I forgot about you. I forgot you have the 3rd thing. When you have a constant... ball of tears, but actually the tick rate changes based on your tier upgrades, so it matters. Doesn't feel like it should matter. It's not super intuitive, but neither is most of the stuff in this game. It's kind of just completely random most of the time. There's little ways you can manipulate things, and you know, you can have some really insane dodges. Citation needed on my part. But if you watch people who are better at this, oh, they dodge left and right. But a lot of it's just either knowing how to min-max a bunch of, oh god, small little opportunities you're given. Getting lucky or just being a god gamer. We're more the first two. I expect Alien Isolation will be a lot of, I don't know, what do aliens do? I mean, they implant you with chest bursters, they can take you out with a tail, their mouth inside their mouth inside a mouth, their infinity mouth. A lot of whatever aliens do will probably be happening, so I'm gonna try to feel powerful for now. That's all I got. Stars. Is that just Fly Love? No, it's the Mulligan, which is much better. Much, much better. Mulligan... oh, God. Mulligan depends on kills. So... damage can call the Mulligan out, but I think kills call it out. So it's not quite like a... perfect... nice. Item, but... if we can get the tier tick right up, it's easy peasy. Also, this super boss has a time limit. Well, the super boss that we have to beat to get to this super boss in Delirium has a timer. So we've got to keep an eye. Oh, you teleport so much. Oh, stop. That worked out. Boom. That gives us a bunch of those and that. Do we go into the Devil Deal? Yeah, sure. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, wow. Yeah, okay. We'll get False PhD and we'll get the Dead Cat for 9 lives. Another range down pill. Seems great. So, False PhD would... that might sound terrible, because it identifies all pills for you. Great. All pills are negative. But every time you take a negative pill, you get a bonus in damage, or a soul heart, or what have you. The 9 lives just means, you know, we got 9 lives now. It's that simple. Orf. Alright. I don't remember what you do. Just roll again, huh? I'm kinda scared of what it does, to the point where I don't actually want to touch it. Oh boy. I'll pretend that was all on purpose. Yeah, I don't want to touch reroll, because I don't remember if that rerolls my my items or not. If anything. Hey, Victor, how you doing, buddy? Porf. Okay, maybe not that one. That one doesn't give us anything. I'm playing CSGO, so horrible. Yeah! Wait, that's my... You can't steal my jokes. What are you doing? Yeah. Condolences. feel like I can say the same thing about almost any competitive game I play, though, so... It's gotta be universal. It could be worse. I could be playing CSGO with you. And I know that's terrible. Drag my tier over here. Voila. X-Lax, you know, that's fine. 7 minutes on the 3rd. If we could get that, that would be optimal. Still have lots of soul hearts, so we're protecting our... Oh no, we're gonna be fine. Protecting our interests here. And our interest would be getting as many devil deals as possible. Right. Just pretty casual so far. Lots of good stuff to start the run, but nothing right now that's game-breaking. Problem here is shot speed, which is usually not important, actually matters because it's what we use to good lord. It's what we use to move this around. So, if it's not responsive, we're already toasted. We'll grab it. Speed up is fine there. And... Bloody Lust is good, and we're gonna trade all of this for Rotten Baby, which is fine, because it just means we're dead. Again, completely fine. Did I have 10 again? Do I just keep on getting extra lives? I'm not expecting it. Or did they change Lazarus to get an extra life every floor? Because that seems, at the very least, a little ridiculous. It seems like dying will give us... Oh boy. Damage. But I don't remember that being a thing. I don't know how that's gonna work at all. Oh, it didn't. It overrid the Ludovico technique. I don't know how to feel about that. I think bad. But at the same time, pretty zany. No. We make do with what we can. And since we've got a lot of flies, and flies do, I believe, double your base damage, these flies are heat-seeking missiles of pain. Just need to start getting more health. Eventually. Not picky as to when. Yeah, that works. What do we got? 11 minutes, caves 2. That's fine. Just simple stuff. Jar of Hearts could be good. At this point, I'm just kind of surprised we haven't found any more pills that I would actually like to use. At this point, shot speed up wouldn't be the worst, but... Or even just like a speed down would be good. Just gonna hold as many hearts as we can in here and do with that what we can. We're halfway to the first of the 2 super bosses, so... So we're right on schedule. The problem with super bosses is that they've got health caps, so you can only do a certain amount of damage per tick. So Ludovico probably would have actually been better, and if I had known it was going to overwrite it, well, maybe I wouldn't have. We're getting a new life every floor. That cannot be normal, but I don't know what would be causing it. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I can't actually do that, can I? Cannot get the Eternal Heart. Not yet. Okay, what do we got? Range down. I don't know. How far does my range go right now? Oof. I don't know how further my range can go at this point. Abundance. Abundance is good. We'll do that. Get the damage up. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, we'd like to be further away, but the damage might be important. It's either that or just I really like big numbers. Monkey brain is what it is, you know? It's half the reason I play so many JRPGs, is just getting that silly number up.
Excellent.
I don't think that actually gives us anything, other than diarrhea. Which, I mean, so does Taco Bell, so... Not impressed. Does this work with... Kinda does. A full heal... Honestly, probably just use it here and go from there. Boss is over this way. We're still pretty on pace. Oh boy. Could really start using some soul hearts though. Something like Squeezy or similar would be really good. Okay, so this does work with Hemolacria, which is great because that's a lot of extra damage. Little zaps. And they don't do a lot of damage. It's like zapping your friend while you shuffle your feet on the carpet, but... Okay. Tears Up is great. Curse of the Tower, not so great. So we'll just ignore it. As much fun as it is to summon like 50 bombs whenever you get hit, that usually, I'm not saying always, but usually means you take an additional damage. It's a vicious cycle. It only ends in death. Thank you. It's the tier detonator. Not really what we're looking for. I'm gonna blow this guy up. Let's get a little extra odds towards the devil deal. Because we haven't had... haven't really had anything yet. After the first two. Nothing. That's okay, though. That is okay. Got soul hearts now, which means we're not going to be taking red heart damage. Red heart damage is obviously not what you're looking for. This could be a skeleton hand. No, it's not. Which means there's more than one. There we go. Heck, we might get to boss rush by now. Or by this. Maybe. The only thing that would make the extra lives better is if we could legitimately use them for a single room. Like it would just respawn you. I can't do any more range down pills, guys, please. At this point, I'm going to be sneezing these out, and there's not going to be anything left. Haven't touched the treasure room yet. We're still at 18 minutes, so we're making good time as of yet. Wishbone. Wishbone we might grab. I love that dog. How could I say no? Just gonna continue to stack up hearts in here for now. Oh, I need another key. I'm stupid. I could not be smarter if I tried. Hierophant, just 2 extra of those. Oh my god, this one's over. Sissy Longlegs. Look how cute. Look at that little cute spider. A phrase I've never said in my life before. This run's over. We've got it. So, crazily enough, we're going to try to cheese boss rush here. Depending on if we can kill Mom in 30 seconds. I would argue that's going to be pretty good odds. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Because all she can do is stomp. She's seen a cockroach for the first time or something. Just going to do more damage because of that. Oh god, we're gonna touch the devil deal. And we're gonna get locked out of the boss rush. Oh my god. Oof, almost. Not quite though, still good. Dog's Tooth. And we're just gonna dip out of here. So that means there's a secret room somewhere here. Looks like here. Is that the max my jar can hold? 4 additional hearts. That's not bad, though. It's really not. 20 minutes. I'm not that upset we passed on anything there. I think we'll be out good. We've just got 2 to get to Blue Womb, and then delirium, and that's it. So, going pretty fast now. We got 2 hearts, so I didn't... And honestly, I could use more red hearts. Theoretically. If we ever got anything that would actually need some healing. Two of spades just gives me 2 keys, of which I had none, so. Shouldn't have taken that damage though. That was not my best work. Does make killing those really annoying little blood clots very easy. Lose another heart because of it. Goodness gracious. No, but I will blow you up. Sometimes you get soul hearts out of them. And sometimes you just feel bad, but that's okay. We live with that. Alright. Mama Gertie, no more. Extra health, very good. I didn't know if it scaled to be like 2 of your red hearts can be held in the jar. It looks like just 4 max because we pushed that away, but that's good enough. Boom, bam. That'll be the 4th heart. Amnesia is fine. Does not bother me at all. Lockdown does not bother me. We don't have anything we need proccing. So we got a soul heart, or an evil heart out of that, and a little extra damage. And we traded a... Oh, Super Seeker rooms here. We traded our knowledge about where the maps are. That doesn't matter. That's annoying, though. Sometimes you can't tell if, like, an enemy just read you like a book, or they read you like a ACT pamphlet that they cheated on and got the answer 6 months early. Speed up, we don't need it. Do I know exactly where I'm going? No. We're just kind of heading west, young man. Like it's the Oregon Trail. With hopefully less dysentery. No promises, though. Oh, gosh. Got that and that. Let's keep going south or west. Woof. Alright. Losing our soul hearts quickly, but that's okay. Don't want those pills. Oh, hey, look at that. Wishbone. Wishbone, just if you get it hit enough, eventually you're gonna get an item. It's nice like that. I get hit a lot, so this is great for me. Case in point. Okay, found the boss. What time is it? How did that connect? Are you joshing me? Suddenly, I'm feeling a little salty. You know, hitboxes are what they are. That's fine. Oh, that did work. Cool. I'm gonna blow them all up again. Bad trip. That's fine. Trade a little bit more damage for a evil heart. And we got everything we wanted out of that. Anyways. Okay, Bloom is a go. Let's see what we can pull out of our hat for this boss. Got 4 keys, which is fine. Guillotine is not what you want to see. I mean, okay. That's good. We are not touching I'm excited with a 10-foot pole. High Priestess doesn't matter. Just the keys. Just gonna open it, see what happens. Okay. Not what you hope for. Ooh, boy. Empress is fine. Boom, bam, bish, bosh. Alright. Shot speed up is cool. The sun is a full heal. I wonder if I use the Empress going in, it won't matter. I don't remember what Lost Fly does. It just kind of does its own thing, I think. Use the Empress. Doesn't actually have that big of a deal, but the sun does, so we're gonna do the sun. So we've got an amount of health. I'm not sure how comforting that is, especially considering like my my range is bad. But our damage is good. I mean, step 1 is don't take any damage against Hush Light. That part's done. Let's not talk about that. That was not my... Okay, you know what? None of these are my proudest moments. Oh right, sometimes the Lost Protector, that Lost Fly, distracts. Is that range down pill gonna be the thing that finally sinks me? Kind of feels like it. Oh god, the heckin' fly getting me stinks. That one hurts. I wish this guy would stop doing that. But, oh boy. We have one more. No, we don't have any more hits. Oh god. That's the worst. Just back up a little bit. I don't know how I could have figured out that I couldn't hit that, honestly. I wish we still had the original. Oh right, we've got extra lives. Now we're screwed. Now we're definitely screwed because we don't have much. Yeah, I don't think we can actually do anything now because it's... Again, the damage is capped. If our damage could just continually go up and it would actually, like, be fair, it'd be great. But it does not do such a thing. Alright. That was a pretty good run. I think if we had known that Hemolacria was going to make our Ludovico not do anything, I would have, you know, not done anything with it. But them's the breaks, I suppose. I'm not gonna try this 7 more times. I'm not crazy. But hey, might as well try it with just 1 heart. If nothing else, just to kind of prove that I can do this with the Lost at some point. If my luck holds, that is. It'd be cool if you did nothing there instead. Oh god. Well, we're still good. Oh my lord. Yeah, okay. That's enough. We'll start with Alien Isolation tomorrow. So look forward to it. I won't. It should be a good time. Hey, thanks for watching, though. If you like to leave a follow, just come back, hang out any other time you want. Victor, good you stop by. Ricky, thanks for joining our relaxing Amnesia stream. Anyone else out there? Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And until next time, toodaloo.